Thank you, Amy, so very much. Okay, let's move on to Farah. Now, Farah, I can't see your window with you in it while I'm playing this. Can you see you in the window?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So
yeah, I can see.
Are you going to intervene with this a little bit or see what
I'll stay in the video. Yeah.
See what happens?
Okay.
Sorry, Farah, did you want to say something before this?
No, just hi again, really.
Okay, just play it.
Okay. Right. So I will be making a simple soup from garden cress. The soup tastes fresh and healthy and can be eaten hot or cold. I'll show here how I prepare my ingredients before cooking the soup. So I first need to cut the cress from each individual mask pot. The recipe requires about 85 grams of cress. It's so easy to grow, it only takes about a week and a half to grow to this length. So the best conditions for the cress to grow are on a windowsill, neither too hot nor too cold. They need sunlight and daily watering. You do not even need soil to grow cress, although I find it stays fresh for longer if you do. You can grow it from cotton wool or even kitchen roll. So each mask pot and their grown cress has become an individual to me. I feel like together we have trespassed the boundary between the gardener and the produce, or even the artist and the art, and have become my family. I feel like their guardian, looking out for them, caring for them, and protecting them. Each one is its own character, with its own backstory. So I rescued this mask from Alexandra Road in October. It was lying on the curbside, curled up into itself against the wind and rain. After a hot bath and some disinfectant, it was ready for its next cycle of life. Plumped up with soil and laden with seeds, the cress grew well and tall, proving its worth. So I have a soft spot for this mask. It was rescued from Penglice Hill in November. It could have been thrown away carelessly by a student returning home. They may have not thought it important enough to bring back with them. But I did. I saw its potential immediately. The cress required a bit more nurturing than the others, a bit more water and light. But eventually, the cress and the mask became one. It caught up with the rest of the family and grew just as big as them. Every single one of these masks is special. They each have their own personality, their strengths and their weaknesses. They do not deserve the way they have been treated, to be used once and then cast away. Not even disposed of correctly, but abandoned on the road alone. I chose to use the face mask to grow the cress from, as I have seen so many littered on the streets. They became part of the natural detritus, mixed in with the fallen leaves of autumn. It inspired an idea to transform the masks from waste products to something with a purpose to grow from. So then I took a knife and chopped the cress quite finely. And then I put it in a plate to put to the side. So now it's time to prepare the rest of the ingredients for the soup. I would use about half an onion if I wanted about 2 portions of the soup. But if you're making it for 4, I'd use a full one. So definitely use a brown onion for this. You really want the strength of the flavour to come through. I would dice up the onion quite finely, but as the soup is blended after cooking, I won't worry too much about it. So there were 3 stages to my transformation: finding the original masks, making the pots, and then growing the cress from them. In each stage, the original mask became more special to me. It became a part of a team, and now I can't see them as distinct from the grown cress. They have all become one. So I decided that I would limit the masks I would use to gathering them from only around Aberystwyth. I felt that this would be a good investigation into how much waste I could actually find on the floor in a small town over a short period of time. I think overall I found nearly 100. I mean, this was an incredible amount to find. All of these I photographed, and most of them I collected. But it was really difficult to collect them all, as sometimes I didn't have a glove and a separate bag on me. I wonder if any of you have seen masks listed on the floor. Do you find it just as annoying as me? Usually I'd just pick up any rubbish I see, protecting the environment, but it's so worrying now as you don't know whether things are holding the virus. So after the onion is prepped, move on to the garlic. Garlic isn't really necessary for the soup, but I find it adds an extra layer of flavour, and that's what you really want to do with the soup. Build up the dimensions of flavour. I would crush the garlic first using the side of a chef's knife, and then peel off the skin. This way, all of the lovely garlicky flavours are released. Then I would roughly chop it. Like with the onion, as the soup's going to be blended, I wouldn't worry too much about getting it as finely chopped as possible. So I uploaded each photograph of the masks I found onto my blog. This became sort of a memorial to the pandemic, the selfishness of humans, and our extremely limited collective respect for the environment. Nature's underpinned my project throughout. I found it so exciting watching my cress grow, starting from nothing but seeds. It's so interesting how some have grown faster or taller than others. When all the pots are made from the same fabric materials, they were all kept on the one plinth together. They all face the sun and are watered the same amount every time.